and welcome to this daily hypnosis session to overcome the fear of aging. Today, we delve into a concern that is as timeless as humanity itself, the fear of aging. In a world that often celebrates youth and overlooks the beauty of maturity, it is not surprising that aging can be a source of anxiety for many. From advertisements to popular culture, the fear of getting older is often stoked for commercial gain. However, aging is a natural process, and it comes with its own joys, wisdom, and freedoms. Today's session aims to help you navigate the emotional landscape surrounding aging, turning apprehensions into avenues of growth and understanding. Please remember that while hypnosis can be a powerful tool for self-improvement, it's not a substitute for medical or psychological treatment. If you're experiencing severe anxiety or other health issues, consult a qualified healthcare provider. Please don't listen to this session while driving, operating machinery, or in any situation requiring your focused attention. Now we all experience the passage of time, don't we? Days into nights, seasons into years, each moment a brushstroke on the canvas of our lives. And it's natural, like the ebb and flow of tides, and you might find it fascinating how our thoughts about this process can influence how we feel, just as the moon pulls the sea. So, as we explore this topic today, let's do so with the comforting realization that time in itself isn't good or bad, it simply is. Now, have you ever watched a sunset? The colors, the reds, the oranges and the purples, they all mingle together, creating a breathtaking tapestry. What's wonderful is this natural spectacle happens at the end of the day. And isn't it intriguing that such beauty accompanies closure? Much like how aging can bring its own vivid palette of experiences. And you might find yourself resonating with this thought as you breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with air and your being with relaxation. And as you exhale, let go of preconceived notions about aging. Just as the sun lets go of the day. Allow each breath to deepen your sense of relaxation. You might even imagine your breaths as waves, each ebbing away a little more of the fear or tension you've been holding on to, leaving behind a smooth, peaceful shore of consciousness. You could consider the idea that this shore is the edge of your inner world, a world that holds the power to reshape your beliefs and attitudes. And as you feel more relaxed, you might discover that stepping into this inner world feels not just easy, but inviting. Imagine now that your inner world has its own sky, expansive and endless, like a canvas on which anything is possible. You might notice some clouds drifting lazily across this inner sky, each one representing a thought or belief about aging that you've carried with you. The sky has room for all the clouds, whether they're dark and stormy or light and fluffy. And isn't it interesting how the sky doesn't resist the clouds, but allows them to move and transform? Picture yourself in a hot air balloon that's gently rising above this inner landscape. You're enveloped in a feeling of freedom and safety as you ascend higher and higher. Just as the years add height to life's perspective, the scene below you gets smaller, more manageable, almost like a map that lays bare all routes, detours, and destinations. What's amazing about this higher vantage point is that you have the clarity to distinguish between clouds that enrich your life and those that have been darkening your horizon unnecessarily. The thing is, from up here, you're in a position to steer your course, aren't you? You might find your gaze settling on a particularly sunny cloud, one that symbolizes wisdom or self-acceptance. Perhaps you could even reach out, drawing that sunny cloud closer as you let the darker ones disperse into the distance. And as you continue this inner journey, you may discover that you're not just going higher, but deeper too. Deeper into a state where time is just a measure, not a master. And isn't it liberating to reach this newfound level of peace? Up here, floating above your inner landscape, you might find it fascinating how different the world looks when seen through the lens of wisdom and elevation. You know, people say that age is just a number, but perhaps it's more accurate to say that age is like a book. Each year represents a new chapter filled with experiences, lessons, and opportunities for growth. And you wouldn't judge a book by its first chapter, would you? In the same way, your worth isn't tied to your age, but to the richness of your story. Now imagine your hot air balloon gently descending towards a magnificent library situated in your inner world. This isn't an ordinary library. It's the library of life, filled with books that represent different aspects of human experience. Notice there's a special section for books about aging. Each book an insight, a wisdom, a perspective. Might you be curious to pick one up? And as you leaf through these pages, you might find that certain fears about aging are based on societal myths or personal misconceptions. And these fears often aren't yours. They're inherited beliefs, aren't they? And how liberating it could be to put that book down, and perhaps even remove it from your personal collection. And go ahead, you can do that right now. Yet, there are other books, beautiful volumes that speak of the joys and freedoms that come with age. These books celebrate the liberation from societal expectations, the deepening of relationships, and the joy of living authentically. How delightful it could be to add these books to your mental shelf, making them part of your life's narrative. It might also be empowering to write your own book about aging, one where you're the author, setting the rules and sculpting the narrative. What would the first sentence of that book say? Could it be something like, aging is the art of becoming more of who I truly am? Just think about that for a moment. Your words have the power to become beliefs, and beliefs, as you know, shape your reality. Now let's take this newfound perspective back with us to the hot air balloon. And as you rise again, you could feel the basket filling with an energy of acceptance and excitement about the future chapters of your life. Picture yourself scattering this energy over your inner landscape as if sowing seeds for a bountiful harvest. And what you plant today will grow into tomorrow's reality, won't it? Imagine these seeds sprouting into beautiful trees, each representing a positive aspect of aging, wisdom, self-assurance, freedom. Their branches reach high, unfazed by the winds of societal norms, and their roots go deep, drawing nourishment from the fertile soil of your inner world. And isn't it heartening to see this forest grow? Now, if there's a particular fear you've been carrying about aging, maybe it's health concerns or loneliness, know that you can create a counterbalance. Maybe for every worry, you could plant a seed of proactive action. Concerned about health, plant a seed of commitment to regular exercise and balanced nutrition. Worried about loneliness, sow a seed for nourishing your social connections and even making new ones. And as your hot air balloon gently lands back in your inner sanctuary, you might feel the immense satisfaction of having taken a journey that not only covered distances, but spanned perspectives. You've been the cartographer of your inner landscape today, reshaping contours, naming new territories, and claiming dominion over your aging experience. And it's interesting, isn't it, how when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Aging isn't an end but a continuation, and each moment, each year enriches your journey, making you a more complex and fascinating individual. And before we transition from this transformative space, you might want to take a moment to thank yourself. Gratitude for your courage today can be like a glowing ember that keeps the hearth of your soul warm, lighting your path in times when you need it most. So take this moment to bask in gratitude, feeling it energize your being from head to toe. And isn't it fascinating how journeys, whether they're across the world or deep within, can have a way of reshaping our lives? As you begin to feel the pull of your everyday consciousness, you might find it comforting to know that the changes you've set in motion today are both powerful and enduring. So go ahead, take a deep, invigorating breath, as if this breath has the power to awaken not just your body, but also the new perspectives you've cultivated today. Now imagine this breath as a gentle breeze that softly stirs the leaves of the forest you've planted. Feel it awaken your senses, reviving every cell and every fiber in your body. And whenever you're ready, you can allow your eyes to open, bringing you back fully to this world, this moment, this age. Notice how the world might appear a bit different, as if you're seeing it through eyes that have witnessed time's true nature. And you know forests grow stronger and more resilient over time, responding to each season's challenge and opportunities. Your inner forest, with its trees representing the joys and wisdom that come with aging, will keep growing long after this session. Each day it will offer you shade and insight, and perhaps you'll find that your fears of aging become just whispers amidst the rustling of leaves. I'd like to thank you for the honor of accompanying you on this transformative journey today. Your courage and openness have sown seeds that will surely grow into fulfilling and enriching experiences. Until next time, goodbye and good mental health.